So settle yourself in and get in your comfortable place. And I'll invite you to bring a sense of dignity or composure to your posture. It can feel good to have an imaginary string pulling you up from the crown of your head. It kind of lengthens out your spine. Breathing, releasing, but staying alert. And if you find yourself slouching as you go along, it's okay. It's all good. So take a deeper breath now and relax. Maybe notice where your breath is most comfortable for you right now. Like some people notice it on their upper lip. Some people notice it in the chest expanding and contracting. Consciously lengthen your exhales now. Maybe sensing more release as you let go more air. And then at the end of your next exhale, the next one that makes sense for you, I invite you to exhale more and more and more until the lungs are really uncomfortable, a little bit uncomfortable and empty. And then pause there as long as you can. And then when you can't hold it anymore, release and inhale. And when you do this, I want you to pay attention to how the inhale feels so good after you've been expressing the air out and then holding it out. So exhaling. Holding it out as much as you can. And then feeling that relief and the release when you do inhale. And if that's comfortable for you, doing it again. Take as long as you need. So exhaling down, down. Maybe even tightening your stomach and hold. And when you're done, let your breath come back to normal. And relax. Now let a nature scene arise before your inner eyes. And find that there's a river close by you. Maybe it's broad and slow moving, the river, or maybe it's narrow and lively with rapids. Whatever comes to your mind, a river. take a walk along the riverside and find a spot where you want to settle down and stay for a while. And maybe there's something special there, like a bench or a mossy patch or a stone wall, or something completely different, but something that invites you to sit down and rest and pause. Settle yourself down there. Next to the river. And when you're settled, watch the river flow by. Pay attention. Listen to the sound of the water moving. See the water moving. Maybe there's a fragrance in the air. Maybe a damp fragrance or something else. Maybe the air on your skin feels fresh and damp, cool maybe. And take it in. Then, as you're looking at the river, notice that it's a river of thoughts. And that you can see thoughts passing by on the river, floating on the water. Maybe they're in boxes that are bobbing along, or maybe these thoughts are floating past on leaves on the surface of the water. However it is for you, see the thoughts coming down the river, past the spot where you're sitting, until you lose sight of them, maybe disappearing around a bend downstream, or just disappearing out of sight. Maybe you only see a few thoughts passing by. Every once in a while, maybe the river is full. Pay attention and see, how is it? And these thoughts you're seeing are all the thoughts in the world. It's the collective river of thoughts flowing past. Sitting peacefully on the bank, watching them flow by. And then as you're watching the downstream movement of the river, find a thought of your own and take it and gently drop it or push it or toss it into the river. And watch it join the other thoughts and watch it flowing by. And then continue to watch the river flowing. And do this again with another thought that comes to your mind. Keep doing this with different thoughts that are coming. When they come up, you put them in the river. And notice how the thoughts come out of nowhere, really. It's not like you're asking them to come, they just come out of thin air, really. So noticing this and appreciating it. And then dropping them in the river. You'll probably notice that the same thoughts come back. It's like they've gotten out on the other side and ran upstream. It's okay. It's what thoughts do. Just take it and put it back in the water and watch it flow away. Maybe you notice a moment of peace that comes when you release a thought. Or maybe it's a little scary. But letting go. And when your next thought comes up, just say thank you for having it. Who knows where it came from, but thank you. And then drop it in the river. And if the same one comes up again, no problem. Take it and drop it in the river. Maybe smiling at it. And letting it go. When you've had enough of practicing, you can thank the river for being there to carry everything. And you can say goodbye to the scenery. And thank thank yourself as well for showing up. Thank yourself for taking a step back, for letting go.